Robbie, what did you make of today's game at Exeter?
It's a tough game. Obviously, they're probably looking like they're going to get promoted from our division, so it was always going to be very difficult. Obviously, capacity crowd for them and kind of atmosphere. We wanted to come here and sort of spoil that party a little bit, and I thought for the first half, certainly the first 25 minutes, I thought we were excellent. I thought we were really, really good, dominated the game. Probably should have been 2-0 up in the first 10 minutes. Cut them open time and time again. And a dubious free kick for me. Listen, sometimes you get them, sometimes I don't. In that instance, I get that. And they put the ball in our goal from a set piece, which is always disappointing. Second half, we struggled to really click into gear. The second goal sort of kills the game a little bit, to be honest. We found it difficult to have any momentum, any control in it. Obviously, making a couple of changes, tried to be positive. A couple of injuries, players on the pitch injured. And like you say, 2-0 down. The reaction from the players at the end was half decent. The last 10 minutes we were pushing to try and put them under pressure, but they managed the game very well.
Is it a case of you want to take those chances when you're on top, and then if you don't, it can go against you?
I think in any game of football, the first goal's usually really important. I felt it was today. I felt if we did probably 90% of the job of dominating the ball, dominating the game without the ball. And there was a sense of a bit of frustration in the crowd, and if we get that first goal when we should have, then it just piles a lot more pressure on them, and they might get a bit nervous. The fact that they get it means that the crowd lift, and it makes it a very difficult job for us. But for second half it was frustrating to watch from the touchline, because I didn't feel that we played with the same tempo. But at the same time, you come into the team for the second in the division. You're not going to dominate everything all the time.
Is it those goals that sort of are important in terms of not being able to maintain that tempo as well? So it's nearly goal in the second half.
Listen, goals change games all the time, don't they? My frustration is a little bit with us, but it's also, and I don't like to blame officials, but I'm watching the game and I'm thinking there's so many free kicks that you could get where the referee blows up for Jim McNulty foul in there. So many. One of the reasons that the fourth official gave me, because the size difference between the two players was too big. Mind blowing. And then Josh Andrews should have a penalty at the end for his shirt getting pulled off. I asked the linesman, surely you can see shirt, and his response was, well, he's got a free shot at goal. I said, well, surely you've seen his shirt being... Yeah, I saw the shirt, but he's got I don't get it. Do you know what? It's a tough job, and I'm not here to make excuses. I'm really not. But sometimes they'd get a little bit more respect if they just held their hands up and said, I made a mistake, and we live with that, don't we? So, again, we've got to be better. We've got 2 games to go. We won't take the foot off the gas in terms of demanding from the players. We're obviously down on numbers, and we go again at home, and another really big game.
We spoke about injuries before the game, and then you had to name sort of Jordan Scanlon and Peter Thomas on the bench, which is good for them.
Yeah, listen, it's a great experience for coming here. I've also got half an eye on next year, and obviously the players that have been with us a long time need to show me where we're at with that. Josh Andrews has been missing for large parts of the season, and I want to have a decent look at him. And but for Jordan and Peter, travelling with the first team to this environment, being in and around us, will only do them good.
Got Max Taylor back on the pitch as well, and the other way that must be pleasing to get him back out.
Well, yeah, you lose Paul Downing and you gain Max, so at the minute it's 1 in and 1 out at the moment, and like I say, we've got a couple of boys coming off there with niggles and bumps and bruises, so with that in mind, it's good that we've got a full week to go before the Bristol Rovers game.
What was Paul's injury?
An ankle injury he picked up in the game last weekend actually, and sort of gave it a go Thursday, Friday to a certain degree, but knew he was struggling, so he'll get scanned, and touch wood, it won't be too bad.